concert king of the Philippines, the one and only Nievera is in the house! Woo, woo, woo! Alam mo, lingid sa kaalaman ng marami, marunong siyang magtagalog.
Marunong, pero konti lang. Imagine 40 years ako, pero un poquito.
Totoo ba? But, yes, he knows how to speak Tagalog. Pipilitin siya natin managalog ngayon. Matagal ko na siyang gustong ma-interview. So much a gentleman. Sabi niya, hindi, go ahead, Pops muna. Pops muna, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I can copy her answers. Para may kodiko ako.
So we discovered many things about Pops, and in fairness to you, she said only the best things about you. Yes.
Wow. We say nice things about each other.
Of course. Hindi siya 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 of the Philippines. That's your father.
That's right.
Right? Your second title should be the grandson of the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 of the Philippines.
Or the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 of the Philippines.
The
Kung siya ang
𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏
𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 of the Philippines, ako naman, the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 of the Philippines.
Grabe ka naman. Baka siyang 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 of Hawaii. Ipinanganak siya sa Pilipinas, not in Hawaii.
No.
Not in Hawaii.
Lumaki ako sa Hawaii.
Lumaki ka sa Hawaii. Dito ka sa Manila. And then, your mom was an actress, was she?
Well, she's a very good actress because she really can't cook. No, mom never was a professional actress, but she was the script writer. She was always behind the scenes.
Oh.
Siya nagsusulat ng mga scripts para sa daddy ko. I think she used to write scripts for President Marcos as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then also for a lot of politicians as time went on.
I didn't know that.
Mom is a great script writer if you like, highfalutin words, which you could do, but I definitely could not. Both Dad and I, nahirapan kami talaga sa mga scripts ni Mommy. Sobrang mga big words like the.
So we didn't know that about Conchita, that she was a script writer.
To this day, she keeps writing, she keeps reading. She used to write for the Inquirer as well. Her own, it's called Me and My Rocking Chair, maybe?
Right.
Yeah,
And meantime, your father has always been a singer.
Yes, balladeer.
Ah, how did they meet?
That's a long story. He was singing in a place called Embers here in the Philippines. And my mom would watch him every night with all her friends, and then I guess sparks flew, being the Johnny Mathis of the Philippines. She'd serenade every night. So in love yung mommy ko sa kanya.
Madali lang ma-in-love sa singer. Oo. Eto, glisero, galing Hawaii. So akala ng lahat ipinanganak ka sa Hawaii, yung pala hindi. So dito ka lumaki.
Yes.
Why did you have to go to Hawaii?
Well, my dad went to join a group called the Society of Seven. So he took the whole family. We all migrated to Hawaii. And that's where they performed for many, many years.
What were the most unforgettable moments, or maybe a description that you would always have of your childhood in Hawaii?
I had the best childhood, I have to admit. Kasi, syempre, we were middle class, we were not rich, But I came from a public school. I was bullied a lot because my mom would make us dress up the way Hawaiian kids, local kids, were not dressing. Kung naka-shoes ka at naka-belt ka, naka-tuck-in ka, mayaman ka.
Oh, bakit ano ba suot nila doon?
Oh, naka-chinelas, naka-flip-flops, naka-tank top. Yung sinuot na nila the night before. Sometimes some people come in their clothes that they wore when they woke up.
Oh.
So if you come dressed, smelling good, mayaman to, ha?
Totoo.
So they used to steal. This is before, Hawaii is great. That's my home away from home. But I just want you to know my childhood in a public school, they used to always beat me up and get my lunch money.
Totoo?
Yeah.
Ninanakawan ka pa?
But still, my childhood was the best.
Okay. So what balanced off all of that bullying?
Well, the fact that I was able to realize my dream at a very young age. Not too many kids can say that. I used to watch my father. Pag nag-rehearse sila with the Society of Seven, I would watch them and dream. I would say, that's what I want to do. I want to become a singer. But I wasn't singing yet. It was my sister, my twin sister, Vicky, who was singing with my sister, Gina, who you know. She was teaching Vicky how to sing. I was not singing at all.
Okay.
And then one day, habang nagja-jamming sila, I just sang a note, and Gina noticed, uy, may boses pala to.
Tatlo lang ba kayo?
At the time, yes.
Okay.
In the house, yes. But we are 6 kids with my mom. But in Hawaii, we were just with Gina.
Okay. I didn't know that Gina sings. Ano ba? Hindi ko pa naririnig
Siya
si
nagturo
Gina.
sa akin. She not only did she teach me how to sing, she made me love it.
Oh, really?
And she taught me beautiful songs like One Day in Your Life of Michael Jackson at the time in the 70s. And then we learned to love. We would jam every single night. And that's why Gina and I are so close.
Oh, okay. So narinig ka nila and sabi nila, uy, pagkakakitaan natin ito. Pwede natin ipagtrabaho ito. Is that what happened?
Not really, because it took many, many years until I decided. I finished high school. I had 2 years of college in California. And then Gina was already back in the Philippines. When I had a chance to audition in Hollywood to become a singer, my father said to me, okay, here's $1,000. You decide. Mag-decide ka. Amerika, sa Hollywood, or sama ka sa amin sa Philippines. So I went to Hollywood. Hollywood!
Try lang.
Try ko lang. Fail. Major fail.
Oh, bakit?
So I went,
Teka muna, bakit?
well, there were so many of us auditioning for the same this singing competition that didn't work out. And they told me, well, you know, you should get more experience. I said, well, I have a chance to go to the Philippines. And they had heard about the singers in the Philippines. So go to the Philippines, they said, go get more experience and come back.
Mahirap yung nabubuli, ha? Nabully din ako eh. And
Really?
my style was to befriend all of them. Okay? So the bullying stopped. So, and till now, they're my friends. In your case, was it more difficult being like Filipino and you're in Hawaii?
It was hard for me because my father was a singer. So they thought, mayaman tong bata na to, let's get his money.
Ganon.
And what made it worse is yung kambal ko si Vicky, she'll go the next day, look for the bully, and beat them up.
Siya tagapagtanggol mo, rest back?
So the next day after that, the bully will come back to me and say, you should fight your own battles and beat me harder. So my sister made it worse for me.
What?
Yeah, it was
And who would be
terrible.
bullying you? These big Samoans? What?
Well, big people who are big athletes, probably a mixture of all different races. In the Philippines, I mean, in Hawaii, we're all mixed up, Filipino,
Right.
Samoan, Hawaiian. I would have lunch in the bathroom with special children, with obese kids. I was a little chubby, yes. I was fat all my life.
Okay.
So I would be in the bathroom with kids just like me. And the good news is I really learned to embrace kids with who were not perfect.
Right.
Too skinny, too fat. There were a couple of kids struggling with their sexuality. All of us in the bathroom, and some mentally challenged kids. We were all together there.
Why? Because if you were in the cafeteria, you
We
would
get
get
beaten
it.
up.
You'd get beaten
Exactly what you see in the movies, that's how it was.
Totoo pala
Yeah.
yun. Alam mo, kapag nakakapanood ako ng ganun sa pelikula, sabi ko, come on, this never happens.
It really
so it
happened.
does.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was a struggle for me, but as we fast forward, it was so nice because my bullying story ends well.
Okay.
Because when I became a singer, my very first U.S. tour was Hawaii. And the head of my security, are you ready? The head of my security was one of my bullies.
What? Okay.
And I was shaking when I saw him. I said, I know this guy. I know this guy. So I wanted to approach him, but I couldn't. So I did my show. I did my meet and greet. And then at the meet and greet, when it was done, I said, I'm so sorry, but where did you go to school? He told me. I said, do you remember this kid? Blah, 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 blah. You owe me so much money, I said. And he goes, why? You used to beat me. And back then, it was 25 cents a quarter for lunch. You owe me so many quarters. The guy broke down.
No way.
And he goes, I am actually on parole. This is part of my parole to do. Last week, I had Lionel Richie, and now I have you to protect. I'm your head security. And this is what I've been in jail most of my life because I went the wrong way. And I'm so happy to see that you have gone the right way.
Really?
I can't believe you're a singer and you have all these fans screaming your name.
Wow.
So we hugged. I'm hugging instead of wetting my pants, I'm hugging my bully, telling him it's okay.
What a story.
It's okay.
Wow. Ang ganda naman ng kwentong yan.
I gave him an album.
That's such a blessing for you, ah.
It was, it just changed my whole life.
Many things change our lives, but that's very dramatic.
True story.
And then you won contests.
Yes,
all over the U.S. or just in California?
In California, after I left Hawaii, I went to finish my high school and did 2 years of college in California. I joined a competition called the California State Talent Competition. Now, everything I'm about to tell you, Korina, I can't even prove. I could be lying. I can't prove it. It's not even on YouTube.
I give everybody the benefit of
No,
the
what I'm
doubt.
saying is that that's how long ago it was. You can't
Yeah.
even YouTube it, but it's the California State Talent Competition, and you have to compete for 4 days. Wala pa kaming mga reality variety type shows or musical reality shows.
Oo.
Hindi pa uso. Wala pa mga ibang platforms before. So you have to compete on the first day. If you win, you compete on the second day. If you win, you have to compete on the third day, and on the third day, you have to compete on the fourth day. To survive all days. I survived all days and became what they call the champion of champions.
Wow.
And the only Filipino who did it.
Wow. And
But
you-
I have
yeah.
no proof, so I could be lying.
Wala pang cellphone noon. Wala pang
Nothing.
social media noon.
Nothing.
But-
I didn't even have a name. My name was 1049.
Really?
That's the time that
They
I would
wouldn't
be
even call you
performing.
by your name?
Well, I think eventually in the third or fourth day I was Martin Nievera, but time number 1049,
Really?
and I had to sing my song.
And that is, and what did you sing?
The greatest love of all.
The greatest love of all inside of me.
The greatest love of all is happening to me. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all.
Palakpakan naman! You are always champion to so many of us. Come on. Okay. Teka muna, what part there you think really caught their admiration?
I think the ending.
The highest note.
I mean, find your strength in love. Find your strength in love. Something like that.
Ayun.
And I held it like for 3 days. The note. Back then I
Ngayon,
could.
one day ka na lang.
Yeah, one day
Yung
na.
nota mo,
Age,
umikli na.
it's a little
one
bit
day
less.
na lang.
From 3, it's 1.
Okay, so off we go to the Philippines.
Tan-taran!
This portion is brought to you by Jim 7-in-1 Coffee Mix. Isa lang ang isinisigaw. May plus ka sa life.
Alam namin ang iyong pagsisikap. Dama namin ang iyong mga sakripisyo. Kita namin ang pagharap mo sa bawat pagsubok. Kaya sa kabila ng mga hamon ng buhay, nandito kami para umalalay. Kasi katulad mo, gusto rin namin ang magandang bukas para sa kanya. Hatid namin ang dekalidad na edukasyon at makabagong pasilidad sa abot-kayang halaga. Kaya huwag ka na mangamba. Sasamahan ka namin tuparin ang mga pangarap niya. Maaasahan mong sulit dito ang mga pinagsikapan mo. Sa aming mga makabagong pasilidad at sistema ng edukasyon. Mailalabas natin ang aking talino at mga kakayahan niya. Kahit sa munting halaga, makakasiguro ka na makakasabay siya sa mabilis na pag-ikot ng mundo. Sa New Era, karamay mo kami sa bawat hamon. Kaagapay mo kami sa bawat hakbang. Kasama mo kami sa bawat ngiti at tagumpay.
together. Sunday 25. Sunday 25.
This portion is brought to you by Supreme Pure Organic Barley by Levex. First alkaline-based pure organic barley. Every sip is full of beneficial nutrients. Wag basta barley, dapat alkaline-based Supreme Pure Organic Barley.
And to think na discover ang isang Martin Nievera, concert king of the Philippines, habang kumakanta, hindi sa studio, hindi sa kwarto, kundi sa banyo.
Naku.
Okay, you were discovered in the shower room. Mabuti na lang, yun ang ginagawa mo.
Ah, yes. Your writers are very chismoso.
Hindi ka naghihilod. Yeah,
No, I
or
was-
having a bath with someone else.
I wish that were the case. I was taking a shower, and the choir master was passing by. He's still in California, passed by, and he heard me singing "Feelings, Nothing More Than," and the echo was so nice, di ba? So doon ako nagstay. Nothing more than feel. Yung pala, there's a guy watching me shower.
No watching,
Well,
really?
probably listening. I'm hoping
Maybe
listening.
listening lang,
I don't know
no
the whole
ba?
story, but if that were
Okay.
today, he's in jail. But he was listening to me, and he asked me to join the choir, and so I did.
Okay, so you were part of a choir pa pala.
Yes, and that choir later became, some of us were chosen to sing backup for Barry Manilow.
Oh, wow, so you did.
I did.
You
for
did
3
back-
days,
Wow.
3 nights. Yeah.
How was that for
It was
you?
good. My voice was pa 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 pa. That's it. Pa 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 pa. That's it.
Ganun lang.
Pa. No words.
I'm such a Barry Manilow
I
fan.
love him.
Oo, galing. I watched him when he came to the Philippines.
I interviewed him,
You did?
and I asked if he remembered me. He said no.
At dumating siya, hindi siya marunong magsalita ng Tagalog or Pinoy. Paano yun?
It worked. Somehow it worked.
Really?
Kasi everybody found it endearing, and then after a few years, annoying. Kasi dapat magtagalog ka naman, konti, please naman. Suppose yung mga roles ko sa movies, either balikbayan or creature from outer space.
Ha?
Para may license ako na baluktot ng Tagalog, hindi marunong mag-Tagalog, mute, or my name in one movie was called Xerox.
What?
Pa hindi pa
Really?
uso yung mga what's it now? Scanning? Scanners? Copier? It was called the Xerox. So, creature from outer space, Xerox.
Twinkle. Xerox. Hi. Hello. Good morning. How are you? Thank you.
Hello. Thank you. Welcome.
How are you? Good morning. Thank you.
Paano ka na-pressure na magsalita? Kailangan mo ng manligaw. Paano yan?
Well, in fairness, the girls I was making ligaw, either they didn't talk, so shy, or
They were deaf
or they
and
were
mute.
speaking English. But I had to read, they said, bumasa ka ng mga comics, manood ka ng mga Filipino movies.
Inisip mo na I have to continue my career in the Philippines.
It's a dream, Korina. I have to make this dream happen. When I first came to the Philippines, I was always preaching about one thing, that dreams can come true, dreams can come true. I was such a big activist about dreams coming true because feeling ko, yung dream ko talaga matutupad.
Okay.
And I'll never forget the very first thing I did when I came to the Philippines. It's a true story. I went to a place, it looked like a spaceship. And it was called the Araneta Coliseum. Not for a show. I went there because
big dome.
the big dome. Beside it was a place called the White House. So I thought I was in Washington, but it was actually called the White House. And there I met this beautiful girl sitting by the swimming pool. Her name was Korina Sanchez. She was but 19 years old, and I said, this girl is beautiful. And then she spoke. And I said, are all Filipinas this smart? I felt like the dumbest person in the swimming pool. We were not swimming. Do you remember this day or no?
No, I
was
don't
introduced
actually.
to you by everyone there. We all had the same illusions of being in this business, but I always knew that you would end up being this.
Really?
Being a spokesperson for intelligence, a spokesperson for beauty and integrity. That's what everything you
Wow.
stand for. I knew on that first day that I met you, that that's what you would become.
Wow, and it happened. Naks naman.
Yes,
di
it
ba?
did.
Yung unang kamalayan ng mga kolehyala, nung mga panahon na unang pumunta si Martin Nievera at pinakilala sa Pilipinas, we were in college. Everybody was in love with Martin Nievera. Oh, do you remember? Were you aware?
That they were in love with me? No,
Yes.
I never thought of that.
Really?
Not once, because I was so in love with them.
Oh.
I mean, Pinay, mestizas, morenas. When I first came to the Philippines at 19 years old, syempre, I was going through that, wow, everyone's listening to my voice, everyone's making me pansin for the first time in my life. If you knew me in high school and in grade school before high school, I was the biggest loser. When I came to the Philippines, when I first released my first song, Be My Lady, lahat nagpapansin sa akin pag lumalabas sa mga schools, sa mga colleges, sumisigaw sila.
Wow, kulang na lang magtapon ka ng mga panyo. Pagkatapos ipuna sa pawis. No, really, that was how we learned about Martin Nievera. Nasa Marinol ako noon. I was a student in Marinol, and then here comes Martin Nievera, and that's where I found out, like, all these women, they were all trying to get backstage, and then you came out and just lumingon ka lang sa amin, and then off he went. Sabi ko, ganun pala talaga ang mga superstar, no? Wow!
Those were the days.
And then galit kaming lahat sa mga nalilink kay Martin. Yeah, whoever that was, Jackie Lu Blanco. And then napako na siya kay Pops Fernandez. We remember Be My Lady. Was that your very first, like...
My very first hit.
First happened. You wanted it to happen, and then your dad made introductions? Paano?
My father, and it was actually 𝗵𝗵𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, when she saw me, knew I was coming to town, Gina was her head writer for a TV show called 𝗵𝗵𝗏 and 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃. So they said, pag dumating si Martin, dapat mag-guest siya muna. Unang-unang guesting niya, dapat sa 𝗵𝗵𝗏 and 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃. So my dad brought me to the 𝗵𝗵𝗏 and 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 show. Gina was there. And I came out as a guest. Doon kami nag-duet kami ni Jackie Lu,
Yes.
nag-duet kami ni Tita Pilita. Vic De Rosario was watching and said, I want this guy to be on 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 recording label. And that's when my career all started, right then and there on the 𝗵𝗵𝗏 and 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 show. And then Tita Pilita said, I want you to be a once-a-month guest. They have a gig already. And wala pang 2 months, their show was canceled. What a story!
These things happen.
It's so
These
true,
things
no?
really happen, I swear, no?
Yeah.
Pero anyway, so, nagtuloy-tuloy pa rin. Like, you were always guesting. Were you already doing, like, small shows then?
Student canteen, eat
Yeah.
bulaga,
Oh,
champoy. You can Google all of these children.
Yes.
These are all the big shows
remember
back
all
then.
of them.
These are the shows you do to get yourself out there. And then I started doing Penthouse Live.
Yes.
The host was retiring from the show. They needed a host. Fritz Infante, Ronnie Henares, and of course, Elvira Manahan. They highly
I
recommended
saw
me.
that transition. There was an Archie Lacson thingy pa, right?
Way before, it's called Penthouse 7.
Penthouse.
And then Mercenaries took it. And then when she left the show, it was Elvira Manahan who highly recommended, you know, that the son of Bert Nievera, he's very talkative. He's
Right.
perfect for the show.
Right.
So I came out and they tried different girls with me. They tried Jackie Lu.
Yeah.
They tried Katrina Ponce Enrile. Iba-ibang babae nag-co-host sa akin.
What happened to your hair? Is that red? What?
When Pops got there, they saw that we had so much not in common. We were so opposite. Parang Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin, if you know who those two are. Google. You could see the opposites were not, there was no attraction, there was nothing. Perfect for the show.
Talaga.
And we became the hosts of Penthouse Live.
It sounds like a really charmed career, right? Parang it happened for you as early as in the US. Pagtuntong mo sa Pilipinas, star ka na kagad, may show ka na kagad, and then fell in love with your co-host. Come on, that really happened, right? And then we were all watching this love story happen and unfold on TV. That was a big part of the charm of the show also.
Yes, it was a big accident actually, because Pops and I became really, really good friends.
Right.
More than that, I saw her with different guys courting her. She saw me in love and confused with my career and with love and relationships. We saw each other go through all of that.
Right.
Little did we know that there would be feelings between us.
Right. Hihi! Parang kinikilig na naman kaming lahat. Naalala ko yun. Pati yung wedding, di ba?
We're getting married.
Even the announcement was on television.
I know she was crying and all this stuff. It was all there. I remember it. What was really going on behind the camera? Apparently, there was some turmoil in the family.
Oh, there was a lot, only because there was a time in my career, very early in my career, that, as you said earlier, masyado mabilis ang rise. They say the quicker you rise, the quicker you fall. So ako palagi, takot ako mag-fall, mag-fail. My biggest fear was failure, that baka mamaya I'll disappoint my family, my fans, all the people who were writing me fan mail, all 200 of them. There were only 200 at the time. That was big before, ah.
Oo
200 was
naman.
big. At tapos ako
Siyempre.
ako sumasagot
Wala
yung
pang
mga
email nun.
tagal magsagot ako, ah. I love Martin, all of that. I did all of that. I didn't want to disappoint anyone. Then I started getting into the tabloids, the front page of tabloids. People telling me how I should live my life, who I should be seeing. They were making fun of me. It was just becoming such a struggle for me that I wanted out. I didn't want to be this person. So early, as quick as I went up, I wanted out.
Okay.
So I had struggles with my family, struggles with relationships, struggles with myself. Paano ko gagawin to? How
So
will I
your parents
sustain
parted
this?
ways too, right?
That didn't help either. When they parted ways, okay, that's it. What else can happen to me here? Why, if everything is going so well on stage, why is everything in my life falling apart?
Are you always so confident? Wala bang dinadaga ka bago lumabas sa big dome, napupuno mo ang araneta, no?
Always nervous,
Yeah.
always unsure, always insecure, always. That's where my sense of humor comes out. Instead of being nervous, I make jokes, or I'll stall, or I'll stretch.
This portion is brought to you by Skywin Travel and Tours Corporation. We'll get you to your travel destination hassle-free.
Do you think your struggles were public enough?
Too public, I think.
Ah, really?
Oh, yeah. And I have to, now I'm talagang feeling ko I'm living the consequences of my public life.
Really?
But now it's because of social media, as you
Because of
mentioned
social
earlier.
media.
Who
But not
cares?
everybody knows na tumira ka sa bodega sa Amerika.
Oh, it's true. Yung bagong hiwalay kami ni Pops, I went to Las Vegas to try and find myself and look for company. Does anybody love me? Because the phone wasn't ringing. Nobody liked me. Pops was the aggrieved party, of course, deservingly so.
Pero Martin Nievera ka na noon, ha?
Well, that's why. So somebody saw me that I was living with friends and living with friends. Says, you know what? I have I live in a house within a house, within a house, within a house. Parang compound living. If you fix up this one house, parang bodega niya na puro mga gamit and basura, whatever, you can live there. Inayos ko talaga yung bahay niya.
Really?
Better than his real house.
Really?
Oh yeah, ganun ako. Very OC ako. If I go to your house, when you come back to that room that you lent me, it won't be the same. Ganyan, like now these things, I think I would make it like that. But ganyan ako. So I fixed his bodega. It became my home. It's a 3-bedroom bodega.
Great.
So one room is all the kalat and the other two, spick and span.
Talaga? So you made a life for yourself?
I had to, and then as a hobby, because I love things clean, I would ask them if I could wash their cars.
Oh, what?
I love to wash
Naging car
cars.
wash boy ka?
Yes.
Totoo?
No money, no income, just I love to wash. They had nice cars Mercedes,
okay,
Ferrari. So
Parang therapy.
yeah, therapy, exactly.
Therapy. So, medyo nagtago sa Amerika noong mga panahon na yon si Martin Nievera bago siya nagkaroon ng muling pagkabuhay. Those lessons in America were priceless, to say the least. Is that also how you developed your clout in Las Vegas?
Probably, because I spent more time there. I allowed myself to try yung mga hindi masyadong malaking headliner room. Pinapakita ko yung sarili ko sa iba-ibang maliit na lugar, maliit na bagay. Hindi naman lahat big moments, no? It could have been worked against me also. It could have been, I see small time pala si Martin ngayon, no? So I allowed myself to try different things, to learn lessons that I didn't think I would be learning this late in my life. As sad and as down as it was, as being a down in my life, I don't think I would have replaced it for anything else, because I think it helped me become this more grateful, more humble. I appreciate the smaller things now. When I get an inquiry or a gig,
right.
Yeah, sure. When do we do this? You know, hindi na ako sobrang that's below me. Nothing is.
Talaga?
For me
Work is
now,
work.
there's no such thing as a small show. There's no such thing as a big show.
Talaga? I think as long as you sing well and people love your voice, that's it.
That's it.
Right?
I think that's why I'm here.
Secondary.
Yes,
Oo, parang
always
ganun.
has been. I learned how to bounce back.
Oo.
I learned that it's okay to be okay. But in the beginning, I had this beautiful climb to success. Everything I did was sold out. Nag-concert ako sa Folk Arts Theater, sold out. 2 weeks later, may repeat. My very first autograph signing was in Ali Mall. Everything was there in Cubao. They
Right.
broke the door down just to get my autograph. I just felt like everything was going too fast and too big that I couldn't handle it. Everything was going to explode. That when this happened, when I did fail in so many personal things in my life, I figured, well, I'm human after all. How do I get out of this? How can I come back? So I decided to concentrate on being normal, being human. How? By honestly coming out and telling the world, ako may kasalanan. Kasalanan ko to. Walang ginawa si Pops. Lahat. Tanggap ko lahat ang blame. And then say, but this is me. Can I still sing for you? Can I still do this show? Can I still be part of this beautiful music industry? And they accepted me back, so.
How nice, how nice.
It all ended well.
Oo nga. What was that comeback? What was that resurrection for you?
Oh, it's the best feeling.
Oo.
The best.
Was it a special show or a concert that was your comeback?
I went right back to the Folk Arts Theater. I was celebrating, I think, my 10th or 12th year in show business. The people from Crossover and Maxi Media, these are the companies from before, that decided to take a risk on the failed, broken, imperfect Martin Nievera. And it worked out. Everybody seemed to like the human being, the normal Martin
Ang galing
Nievera.
naman. What was your first song in that Martin 2.0 chapter?
That's a great question. The very first song, I think what's nice is the very last song. This is the moment.
This is the moment.
Because
Bagay
it's
nga.
my way of telling everybody that this is my moment. This is my moment of change, my moment of improvement, my moment of being normal, my moment of being just like you, being able to fail, but learning how to stand up again.
Ang galing. It take to become a concert king? They immediately gave you that title, maybe because parati mo nga napupuno ang Araneta.
It's funny because they gave me the name Concert King as a sarcastic title. I don't know if you remember this writer named Bob Castillo. He didn't like me. He didn't think I was deserving of the many sold-out shows. So, yung sinasabing Concert King or yung Concert King daw, Yung palagi sinasabi niya sa
Okay.
mga headlines niya.
Alright.
So I think the fans and the press took that. I never called myself Concert King. I don't want to be called the concert. Ang hirap yun, yung pakakali nila, talagang king itong Martin Nievera na to.
O, feeling hari, ganon.
Feeling hari. Eh,
Oo.
feeling ko, ang hari yung audience. So I always have to do a show that's fit for a king. That's worth, I mean, if there was a king in the audience, he can watch my show.
Right.
It's that good enough, or
Right.
pang king talaga yung show ko. But hindi king yung artist, because I don't think I can live up to the standards of a king.
Oo nga. So,
That's why. So my king, or the king, is the concert king is the audience.
what makes your concerts or your style of doing a show distinct?
I think it's because I don't follow a certain rule or a certain peg, or parang gusto ko gawin yung what you see is what you get kind of an artist. Hindi ako robotic na scripted every movement. Ang script ko, yung material ko is the audience, kung ano nangyari yung day na yon, or what's happening in that week before the show. Let's talk about it, let's joke about it.
So you're current, you connect with your audience.
I want people to see that I'm more than just a guy who sings love songs that you all love to swoon to or fall in love with, or ginagamit nyo pang proposal nyo sa mga girlfriend nyo. I want to be more than just a balladeer. I'm not a dancer, obviously, but and I'm not a good actor as well, or a theater actor, or good on stage, and everyone knows that.
Right.
I don't try and pretend to be this polished singer. I mean, there's so many singers who can sing circles around me, but I think I've done enough in 42 years for them to still want to hear my music.
They still go to you.
So I'm embracing my niche, which is a balladeer from the 80s, Be My Lady, Say That You Love Me, You Are My Song. Yung palaging hinahanap ng tao. So
Siyempre, ikaw yun eh.
that's why. So I have to do what I do.
Right.
I have to do
And you do
me.
it worldwide, right? You have many shows
all over
worldwide.
the world, yes.
Why do artists do that? I mean, it's good business too.
Not really. We make more money here, you know.
Really?
It's more because Filipinos have migrated. Most of our fans have moved and have had children and they all live in parts of the Middle East, of Australia, Canada, America. They're all Europe. So many Filipinos. So part of our new job description is to perform for the troops. We call them the troops because they've given up their own lives, their own comfort zones, and they're living in America. They're making other countries better. They talk about their home care, their nurse in the hospital. When you say, oh, where are you from? Philippines. If you only knew, my dad, before he passed away, the girl who took care of him, oh, what is her name again? Oh, Ligaya? Or, you know, they're so, when you hear that you're Filipino, I love Filipinos. They're such nice people. They took care of my father before he passed away. That's our reputation back in the world. Exactly.
Now, okay, so you can't dance, but you can certainly talk.
A little
Not
bit.
everybody can be a talk show host. So you've had Martin After Dark, and you have what? You have LSS, is it?
I have LSS now.
Yes.
It's about going places.
So I think you were also born to perform that way, no? Talking.
Not really. You know, I didn't think that I could do television until the likes of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 has trained me to, you know, to be able to look at cameras and to be interesting enough to ask the right questions, to listen to who I'm talking to. That's always the advice I give these new hosts now. Luis Manzano, Robbie Domingo. Listen to your who you're talking to and get your questions from there. And that's becoming something I'm interested in. I watch you a lot. I watch David Letterman, as we both do, and the likes. And I watch a lot of the news channels to see how they're hosting. And now it's interesting for me. I'm loving it now.
Right, right. Did you notice like there's a resurgence of a demand for the guys from the 80s?
I'm feeling it.
Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it.
Parang you're more in demand. We want more of you because there are less and less of your kind. There are less and less of the dedicated guys who can really, really sing. And we can understand the lyrics. Right? Martin is celebrating his 42nd anniversary concert. They're asking me to break. Okay, pag break, maghanda kayo. Ang dami kong tatanungin, ha?
This portion is brought to you by Pure Gold. Sa Pure Gold, always mura, always kompleto, always may promo, always panalo.
we want to know more about the dad Martin.
Okay.
Okay? And maybe the lover boy Martin. So of course, ano ka pa rin, happy ka pa din.
Sobra. I've
Happy
never
ka
been
pa din.
happier.
Oo.
Never been happier. I like my life where it is today.
Right.
I like seeing my children growing up and realizing their dreams. That's always been my dream.
Right.
Is to live long enough to see my kids realize their dreams.
Right.
It looks like it's happening now. Robin is here for my show. He's here with the mother of his son and his son, Finn, are here.
Oo nga pala.
Yeah.
You're a good...
A
What do they
grandfather.
call you?
Lilo.
Lilo?
Right now it's
Really?
Wala pang Lilo, it's That's my name.
How cute! His face! And Pops is Lolly.
Lolly.
Yeah, he's Lolly or Lilo.
Lilo and Lolly.
Oh, wow. Did you talk about that? Pinag-usapan niyo?
Even before the baby came out,
Talaga?
she refuses to be Lola because she's only 28 years old. So she's
He's talking. He's talking. Yes, and then?
So what kind of grandfather are you?
so far I'm the grandfather that's trying to spoil the hell of this child.
Talaga?
I'm trying very hard not to be an absentee grandfather as I've been an absentee father to my two boys, but it's far. Chicago and the Philippines is so far. So we're hoping that, I know that Robin is planning to move closer, like Las Vegas, that's a little closer. But I'm so happy he's here now that we get to have this time together. He's living in my house. I renovated the whole room to make it, you know, baby friendly.
nice.
It's so nice to have them there. It's nice to, I'm happy to be a grandfather. I think I'll be a cool one.
I think so too. Pero anong sinasabi sa'yo ng mga anak mo? Do you have different conversations now from your two boys? Like, do they resent that you were absentee?
You know,
Kasi super sikat ka nun, syempre, busy.
It's funny you should mention that because I'm trying to have that conversation now. I never had this conversation before. Like, did you resent me back in the day when mom and dad split? Because back in the day, it's my dad. They made it so easy for Pops and I. They didn't rebel in front of us, although we heard from school that Ram had some fits in school, throwing furniture and things like that. I think that's where we saw it. Where we didn't physically see it, but with them, you know, when we were 4, we were together a lot, even though we were still together a lot. We never saw it. But when you ask them now, to answer your question, when you ask them now, they said, yeah, it was painful. It was painful, but it was a process that they felt, that they knew that one day we would end up the way we are now. They knew that. They knew because they always saw, Pops and I always showed them that we were always good friends. We never fought in front of Robin and I, never. They only saw love or friendship or biro-biro or, you know, kunyari lang na gano'n sila. They're just chasing each other around the house, kind of a thing. And sinasama ko yung mga kids. I was always the one making comedy in the house, so they never saw any kind of hatred or resentment.
Super tension or
None.
anger, walang ganon.
So
no?
the common thing between both kids, and I've talked to them both separately, is that they knew that the friendship would be more than anything else.
Grabe, ang haba na ng career mo. Hindi ka pa mag-retire.
I have no feeling of retirement. I don't
You
know.
don't look retireable at all.
I don't see it in the near future. I don't know if anyone in our business should use the word retire or retirement.
Up to the last moment, your father was still singing.
Yeah, I think
Right?
that'll be me too. I'll sing until I drop.
Oh, I think so too. Kasi with a voice like that, how do you maintain your voice?
Oh, that's the hardest thing because you have to keep singing. It's a muscle. You have to keep using it. Yan
it's
ang
a
muscle. If you don't
muscle.
use it, you lose it.
So you have to do the exercises.
Exercise or sing a lot, talk a lot.
Okay. So what is it? Is it, should it be like salt and warm water, salabat? What do you gargle?
All of the above. I don't. When I gargle, it's only because I don't have a voice. There's may iba-ibang mga singers, may iba-ibang what do you call it? They have different things that they do
Talaga?
that they believe
What's
in.
your worst moment on stage?
When I don't know the words.
That happens?
Oh yeah, I black out all
So
the
anong
time.
ginagawa mo?
All over the stage. I have little Kathys everywhere.
Ganon. Eh, why don't they put it on prompter, the words?
Yun na nga.
Now they do.
Everywhere. Shh, don't tell. Nobody knows.
Meron nandun, meron nandito, meron nandyan. Ano ba? Why should a singer ever forget the words?
Or they ask me to dance or Or I go to a politician, what's your name? And it's somebody
Patay,
very
hindi ka
important.
mababayaran yan, boss.
Exactly.
Okay. So what is your proudest moment?
Proudest moment?
Yeah.
The truth is when the birth of my children,
Okay.
really nothing on stage.
What about in your career? Yan. What is your proudest moment in your career? Was it when you bested everybody in America to be champion of champions?
That has to be one of them because it
Yeah.
was me realizing that this is really, it's hard at the age of 14.
That's hard.
Or between the age of 14 and 16 to know what you want to do already.
Oo.
Ang hirap yun.
Tsaka against everybody in America, ano ba?
And then my first time to step on stage, realizing that dream, was in August of 1983 when I first did my concert at the Folk Arts.
Okay.
That has to be an unbeatable moment to realize my dream. People screaming, I couldn't even hear the band. It's just like a movie.
Wow. What is the best thing to tell yourself when you hit rock bottom?
That tomorrow's another day. Don't sweat the small stuff. I know these are all cliches that have been said before. But for me personally, what I have told myself over and over again, that it's okay to be okay. Stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying to be the concert king. Just give them the best that you can.
Ayun. So that's probably also what advice you would give to people who have dreams. You know, the dream could be anything. Magmekaniko, maging concert king, maging artista, maging doktor. What is it? To reach your dream,
Never give up.
ayun,
Never give up on a dream. You can fail many, many times, but if you, I think you're gonna kick yourself in life if you don't try and pursue your dream, whatever that is.
Right.
Painting, even small things, painting, cooking, whatever it is, give it a try.
For somebody who hates failure, now we both know at our age that failure is inevitable. It can happen, will keep happening. So what would you tell your kids? Or your kids, they're in their 30s now, 20 plus? O ano sinasabi mo sa kanila?
Well, back in the day when I was much younger, I thought failure was the thing I could not tolerate. I don't want to fail. But now I know I am a success because I've failed. And
Ay,
that's
ang
what I
ganda.
tell my kids. Go ahead and fail, it's okay. You will only feel success once you failed.
That's so true. It's much, 10 times sweeter.
Yes.
Right? And you learn a lesson. Ang galing, ano? So anong theme ng The King Forever? Ano ba ito? Is this like, it's not a swan song, right?
No.
No. Meron pa tayong 52 years. 42 pa lang eh. 42nd anniversary concert this September.
September 27 at the Big Dome, Araneta Coliseum.
How loyal!
Yeah, well, you know,
Daming kwento niyan.
it's like going back home again to
Right.
the Smart Araneta Coliseum. It's my friends who wanted me there. 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏 Regine Velasquez, even Gary V, Kakay Mitra, they all wanted me to be in the Big Dome because they all had shows there already. I'm the only one who hasn't yet. They were the ones who named it King Forever. I didn't name the show. That's why it's hard for me to say the title of the show. But it's my 42 years, all the songs I've done that I've recorded, all the best that I could think of that I've recorded in the last 42 years, all in one night.
Talaga?
Louis Ocampo is the director.
In 1988, tumawag siya sa akin, tinatanong niya, busy ka ba this particular month? Sabi ko, bakit? Gusto mo mag-musical director para sa akin? Sabi ko, saan? Sa Hawaii, sabi niyang gano'n. Tapos, gano? Teka, Hawaii, so isang show. Hindi, isang pwesto tayo, at least for 1 month. Sabi ko, uy, tamang-tama, magandang bakasyon to. So sabi ko, sige, ang gawin ko, I'll go with you. Sabi kong ganun. And then, parang to me, it was work and play, and a vacation. He was already Martin Nievera, he was a big star already, star performer, artist. And to me, it was just a privilege to be working with him, no? And the moment we did our first rehearsals, I realized that we were very much alike. Meaning, we just clicked. Nag-click kami kaagad. Parang matagal ko na siya talagang kaibigan. Halos there were no adjustments professionally and personally. Hey, Mark, this is going to be really exciting. I'm very, very excited for you, for everyone, and very happy that you're celebrating this anniversary. It's going to be fun. So let's just have fun and enjoy and make it a party.
Paolo Valenciano, is the director
The
with Frank
director, wow,
Mamaril, yeah.
Paolo is very talented.
Very talented and the most in demand, so I'm very happy that he was able to do this. We're so excited. It's been a long time.
Right.
Like almost, 10, 12 years since I've been in Araneta to do a big concert, so I'm very excited. I'm very scared, very nervous. I don't know if I've not done this in a long, long time, so please join me.
Wow, something to look forward to. So Pops is coming, going.
Pops will be there,
Okay.
Gary, all the names I mentioned, they're all gonna support me.
Oh, lahat ng barkada niya nandoon. It's like an all-in-one, but then of course,
They all volunteered.
They
Even the
did,
company, when they all found out I was having a show, guest ako, guest ako, guest ako.
hindi sila babayaran?
Nope.
Wow! Well, you know what, Martin? Kulang pa ito. Ang dami pang behind the scenes na pwedeng pag-usapan. Kaya lang, di na kayo pwedeng kasama. So, but we will certainly look forward to your
Thank you.
42nd anniversary concert. Congratulations. You're a graduate of life.
Thank you, Korina.
And I think with flying colors.
Thank
no?
you.
I mean, with all the bumps and all the obstacle courses.
Need them all.
You made it to the finish line. Hindi pa tapos, pero on the right track. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Korina.
If there were one song to define your life, what would it be? Huwag mo sabihin, Be My Lady.
No,
Tapos ka na, nanonood,
Forever.
Forever. How does that sound
Forever in my heart.
like? Oh, yeah.
Forever you will be, and even when I'm gone, you'll be here with me. Forever in my life, always thought I'd be yours forever.
Ay, cheers tayo dyan.
Thank you, Korina.
Thank you, Mart.
When you wake up each morning and you feel like calling, I'll be there for you. And when the rules we keep breaking and the future is fading, I'll be there for you. When there's no one beside you, will be there to guide you. I'll catch you each time you fall. When the stars won't shine anymore, I'll be there. And when the world is unkind and your dreams, they need more time, I'll be there for you. And when the rules we keep breaking and the future is fading, I'll be there for you. The rainbow will end in the palm of your hand. Don't ever let it go. When the stars won't shine anymore, I'll be there. And who knows where we'll go? What will tomorrow bring? But we have each other. Just hold on tight. We can take to the skies and fly. We can fly. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. The rainbow will end in the palm of your hand. Don't ever let it go. When the stars won't shine anymore, I'll be there. The rainbow will end in the palm of your hand. Don't ever let it go. When the stars won't shine anymore,